Hi, my name is Derek Howlett. I'm a Senior Solutions Architect here at Red Hat UK. I'm here to tell you about a business rules management platform called BRMS. And today I'm going to show you the insurance demo, which features business rules and business process management. The scenario we feature today is simply a rules repository, a user going in, entering their details and getting a price. The details we enter are pretty simple. We enter the driver's name, address and age, and then we ask for details around the car, make, model and registration. We simply make a decision based upon the age of the driver and the type of car he's driving, and these are the two factors that control the price. Now, using a web browser, we navigate to BRMS's web console and log in as admin. So navigating to the knowledge base on the left-hand side using the Explorer, we drill down through the package to reveal a list of assets. In particular, we're going to open up the process and take a look at the quote process. Now we've opened up the process, we can see how the quote's put together. Simply put, we've got a number of human tasks for getting driver, get car, and reviewing the policy. With a couple of calculations, one for calculating the driver risk, one for calculating the car risk, and finally calculating the price. What I'm going to show next is how these rules fit together inside the BRMS product. So now drilling down into the rules, the first rule we're going to look at is calculate driver risk. And you can see the tables laid out, different age groups giving different risks. A driver age of 45 gives a risk of 7. So for a driver of 45 years old, the risk is going to be 7. You can see the rules being generated by the decision table. Here we're showing the rule for that driver between 36 and 45, a risk of 7. So driver risk of 7. Next, we're going to look at the car risk. So we're going to be entering a Ford Fiesta, so we're going to just simply trigger the Ford rule there and set a risk of 1. Again, looking at the rules that have been generated from the decision table, there's the Ford and a risk of 1. Finally, we're going to open up the pricing calculation itself. So here's where we determine for a driver risk of 7 and a car risk of 1, a final price of $2.99, which you can see is a special price. Here's the rule again of pricing. Taking a look down through, and we're finding the rule driver risk of 7, car risk of 1, and the price of $2.99. So again, using the web browser, we navigate to another one of BRMS's web interfaces. This is called Business Central. Let's log in as admin. Once we're connected to Business Central, we can expand the Process tab to reveal an overview of the current processes available. Here we can see the quote process ready to run for our insurance quote. So now we've arrived at the home page for the 6 products demo. This is the web application. Starting the demo reveals the process. Starting the process reveals the get driver step of the process. If we switch to the Business Central application, refresh the process that you see running, and bring up the diagram associated with that process, you will see the process is now in that stage called get driver, indicated by the little red triangle. So we're in get driver, we've collected information about the driver. Switching back to the web interface, we're now going to step to the next step, which of course is taking the driver age of 45 and taking you to the car information. So now we're in get car. So as you can see, we've entered a Ford Fiesta, and that should of course bring back the risk of 1. So let's look at this. Let's have a look at the process. If we look at the diagram, you can see get car, and that's where we are in the process. We can also click on the instance data, and you can see the information we've collected so far. Mr. John Smith, 100 High Street in London, and an age of 45. So those variables have been captured and put into the worksheet inside the business process. Let's switch back to the web application. Now we're going to enter the Ford Fiesta and we get our quote. So here you can see the age of 45 and a Ford Fiesta. Again, we're in review policy, so you can see clearly that we're at the end of the process. And again, looking at the instance data, we now see a complete set of data. Ford Fiesta, a driver risk of 7, a car risk of 1, and the price of $299 has been arrived at, calculated for us by the RAWS management system. Now you see the final quote: a 45-year-old driver with a Ford Fiesta, price of $299. Accepting runs the final step of the process, retracting the rules from the working memory. So now I'm going to run through the process again, but this time I'm going to change it to a 21-year-old driver, and he's going to be driving a BMW. So this is a BMW 5 Series. I'm going to put a different registration number in, but there we go. Here we have the quote for a 21-year-old driver and a BMW 5 Series. So it comes out very expensive at £2,000. Of course, you can adjust the rules for different prices and make the demonstration what you want it to be. Thank you for watching the BRMS car insurance demo. Please visit us at www.redhat.com.